There you go, there's light on.
Bringing it up to Governor taking over.
Yep. Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray taxi from the helipad to Sierra 2. Visual with the traffic on short final.
Touch lights out, and then we're just doing the beep, low RPM.
Yep.
Okay, so bit.
Okay, yeah.
Is that okay?
Remember, it's more gently simulating it's running out of power.
Ah, okay,
Not a
rather than...
split. We're going to see that as we take off, okay, the heli goes up, there's something wrong, or we're overpowered, or there's something wrong. Oh, we can't maintain the RPM, Captain. The helicopter can't fly.
Got you.
If we went up to go and fly like this, it'd be, look at that. Oh, it doesn't want to go, it doesn't want to go. You're simulating that.
Got you.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go down to Sierra 2. That Panamera is just going past. It looks like they're actually stopping. So by the time we get there, they should have been gone.
So do you want me to do a left turn?
Left turn to Sierra 2, please.
Okay, so gonna go light. Close that. Go in line. Go left.
Beautiful, lovely takeoff.
1 Oscar Echo, runway vacated.
Panamera 1 Oscar Echo, runway vacated by Silver 2, taxiing to in front of Hamburg 2 via Charlie 2.
Look over the taxi to Sierra 2, visual with the traffic, we'll go over the grass if needed. Okay, let's see where she goes. If next, you know, we'll just cut across into the runway because there's that there. Let's go Tango into runway 05 to Sierra 1-ish.
Let's go down the middle of the grass.
So the other way around.
Perfect, and we're going to head off that way, okay?
Want me to get to number 2 and then turn left?
No, I think you're alright. I think you've got plenty of space. Let's have a little look and see what you think when you get onto the runway, okay? I think that's enough space to do a transition. You happy with that?
Yeah.
So take your time.
Can I do it from... just get my height a bit there?
Yeah.
Not touch the ground.
Can
I do it from this height?
Yeah, a transition?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
I mean, the whole point is, could you recover if you have an engine failure from the height you're at? Yes, no problem. So
Okay.
go a little bit higher, okay?
Okay.
More comfortable.
Do I need to do a radio call?
No, you're okay.
So, okay.
Yeah, we're good to go.
So going forward, hold it, hold it, hold it. Taking off to 2.
Let's go Tango X-ray, take it off runway 05.
40 knots, give it a jing. There we go.
Lovely.
The first part of that transition was a bit messy.
It was a little bit, you was a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah,
so you just put the nose forward too much and you sort of committed to it a little bit, just a tiny bit.
Right, okay.
So we're going to come around and we're going to land on the 0.
Okay.
Okay?
Start turning left.
Whenever you want, yeah.
60 and we'll aim for 1,000 feet.
Perfect. So, this is our crosswind leg.
Okay.
Helicopter Oscar. Now you can shorten the set call sign when there's no confliction to another registration.
Right, okay.
So you can shorten it to Oscar Tango X-ray, because you don't need to see Oscar Echo X-ray Tango X-ray. Oscar Tango X-ray, crosswind.
So I just say I don't have to say the full...
No, you say helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray, crosswind.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray, crosswind.
So we're now telling people we're in the crosswind leg.
Okay.
So if anyone's entering the circuit, they'd know where to look because they would be here.
Okay.
Then we will turn onto the downwind leg,
okay,
up to 1,000 feet, okay?
Gonna bring that speed back a bit, just crept up.
Bring it back. Lovely.
Turn the speed up to...
Hola, Lorenzo, ¿está ahí en la torre?
There's 1,000. So, helicopter Oscar, Echo Tango X-ray
No, es que
downwind.
estamos aquí justo pasando, sobrevolando el aeródromo y bueno, yo saqué el privado hace muchos años y no sabía si estabais todavía en marcha o os habíais movido al aeropuerto de Castellón o eso estaba inactivo.
Helicopter Oscar, Echo X-ray Tango X-ray downwind.
Muy bien, pues nada, pues encantada, Lorenzo, que vaya
I
bien,
forgot
que tengas buen día.
to miss the X.
Doesn't matter. You said no
Echo.
registration, so it's fine.
Gracias.
Slow that speed down slightly.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray, left base.
Helicopter Oscar Echo Tango X-ray left base.
Perfect. Okay, so aiming for the 0. We'll head towards the trees over there.
Yeah.
Something like that. Let's put the carpet on.
RP on.
Lovely.
We're a bit high.
Okay, so feel free to descend a little bit.
Okay, drop in the collective and give some right pedal. A lot more right pedal than you need.
It is a bit because you lowered the collective. And turn a little bit in a funny wind position.
Got a pretty aggressive rate of descent.
Okay, but it's no drama.
No?
No, you're only using 60 inches of power. You're doing 70 knots. So if you bring it back to 60 knots, you'll slow down your rate of descent massively, okay? So let's look for a normal approach just to give us a reference. Let's turn in. You're at 800 feet. We're over the trees.
Okay.
So there's a sort of reference point where we are, yeah?
Let's speed up.
Yeah, don't, you sort of...
Yeah, I overshot that.
Right, aiming for the 0.
Okay.
Okay, bringing it round. Okay, get yourself back to 60. Okay, let's start to descend then. So that's about, top of the compass, okay? So aiming for the 0. Let's get the collective down, bring your speed back.
Speed back.
Now we're super high for the 0.
Yeah.
So let's go for the Sierra 3, okay? The white line on the runway,
That's
the
because
fourth
we
white line.
overshot the fucking
A touch,
final,
yeah. But you're not bringing the speed back, so you've got to come back to 50. If not, you're going to keep hurtling down towards the ground. Because you've got 60, you're munching your ground speed.
Right, okay. So
So you're 400 feet, get your speed back to 40 knots.
okay.
Okay? But if you don't bring the speed back, you're not going to slow down, obviously.
Obviously.
Right, this coming to 30 feet, 300 feet, 30 knots. Okay, carpet goes back in. Okay, now we're just looking to come into our approach.
Okay.
Into a nice hover, okay?
Collective coming up. Left pedal. Left pedal, collective.
Okay, I'm bringing it into a hover. So we'll do that again, because we never had a really good baseline, because you brought it around and you're mucking around your speeds because your turns.
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready, we're going to do it and be a little bit more gentle with your departure, okay? So just nudge it forward and be really patient.
Okay, I'm going to come a bit. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine, as you wish. Now that to me is a wee bit aggressive.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, you see how it's starting to go up already.
Yeah.
So let's just bring it to the hover again. Right, bring it to the hover. Okay. Okay, so temperature and pressure all in the green. We're in a nice hover. Just nudge it forward.
And hold it.
Yeah, hold
Feels
it.
like it's going to dip there though, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. So follow me through.
Yeah.
Right. Let's just look at one together. We'll do it on the white lines. Let's look at the difference between patient and super patient.
Yeah.
Okay. So everything's in the green. Okay, let's just put it forward. Right, there we go. I'm just going to wait.
Oh, you just started walking, okay.
Absolutely. Okay, everything good? Yep, everything's good. Okay, there's transitional lift coming through. Now I'm going to put it forward a little bit more. And now I'm going to let it build.
Right, got you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A little bit more. And there wasn't much of a dip. There wasn't much of a, holy shit, we're going to hit the ground
You can
type
literally
feeling.
kind of go from taxi to transitional lift to take off.
It's a transition.
Course.
Transition means changing state from one thing to the other.
Got you.
It doesn't mean shove it up my fucking arsehole as hard as you can. It means
Yeah.
transitioning, okay?
Yeah.
Right, you've got
Yeah,
control?
I've got control.
So really gently, just nudge it forward, let it build up.
Forward.
There we go, that's enough. Hold it, perfect. Now just hold that all the way. Okay, and now forward a little bit more. There's transitional lift, forward a little bit more now. Keep it going forward, there we go. I don't feel like I'm going to die. It doesn't feel aggressive. Keep it building.
Right pedal.
Keep it building, keep it building. Coming up to 40. There's 45. Back a little bit, ever so gently, not too much. Otherwise you tend to do
Yeah, like it did
that
then.
a little bit, yeah. But you see the difference.
Yeah.
Just nudge it. You're transitioning from one state to flying. It doesn't mean I go from one thing directly to the other.
Got ya.
It's just gentle forward, let it build, let it build. As you get more experience, you can be more aggressive because you'll be more in control.
Yeah.
But for the minute, just nice and gentle, build it up.
Got ya.
Okay? Oh, fucking swell. I feel like we're having a field day today. That's not what I told you to do.
Oh yeah. But to be fair, when I did it with Philip, he really wanted to go quite aggressive with the nose down and just crack on, unless I just misinterpreted it.
No, people. Yeah. What do you gain by doing that? That's a question in general. By committing to it too much, you will do them more aggressively. But until you've got the absolute control, you need to do it in a gentle way and see what's happening. By doing it gently, it gives you more time to understand. Collect. Oh, the nose has gone up, so I put it forward.
Right.
Oh, there's transitional lift. Forward with the nose.
Yeah, yeah.
It gives you that time. Oscar Tango X-ray, crosswind.
Helicopter Oscar Echo Tango X-ray, crosswind.
Completely full. I know my phonetic alphabet as well, like back of my hand, and just saying it in order, just.
Lovely. Don't look in too much, okay? I think you're starting to touch. You can see the nose, how far up it is.
Yeah, we're really high now.
Yeah, doesn't matter. We can just bleed it off with our speed.
Okay.
Helicopter Oscar X-ray Tango X-ray downwind.
Beautiful.
Nice. There we go. Bit
Fucking
slower.
yeah.
Right pedal. D looks really flat today, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It's been really aggressive last few days.
Fucking hell.
For traffic information, para media 1 Golf Juliet, we are over 4 laps, proceeding to November, descending 1500.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray, left base.
Helicopter Oscar X-ray Tango X-ray, left base.
So it's either Oscar Echo X Tango X-ray or Oscar Tango X-ray.
Oscar Tango.
You said Oscar X-ray Tango X-ray. It shortens from 5 to 3.
Right, sorry.
No problem. So as you're turning, you're just bringing the nose back. See your speed's going back to 50?
Yeah.
So you're gaining some height.
Right.
Okay? So we're going to go towards the trees, carpet's on,
Yeah.
right? When we turn, we're going to maintain 60 and we're not going to go up and down. We're going to do a nice little gentle turn, okay?
Decent rate of descent now.
Yeah.
5.
Now, as you turn, I would also, just with our height from where we're going at, I would think about possibly lowering the collective just a little bit more.
Okay.
Just otherwise we're going to be too close. But don't let your speed increase. Okay, so keep the nose back a bit as you do. So that's it. What we don't want to do, because then you gain, as you turn, you're not putting the nose forward, so you're gaining time by not increasing your speed.
Also, we're just slowing down quite a bit there.
You're slightly out of balance as well, so you put the pedals in a little bit, it'll probably go up. Right, let's lower the collective quite a bit, because we're still quite high, aiming for the 0.
Okay.
Now we're going to make the 0 work, okay? So this is quite a steep approach. Now, 600 feet, 60 knots, 500 feet, 50 knots, speed comes back now. Start getting your cyclic back. Now you see when you bring it back, you gain time.
Yeah.
A little bit of collective comes in, aiming for the 0.
So push it forward.
That's it. 30 knots you want to be at. So keep your speed coming back. Carpet goes in now.
Happy. 30 knots. 30.
Right, now just looking at your 0, okay?
Yeah.
Aiming to go over the top of it. I feel a little bit high.
Bit more
Good, and now we're going to go into the transition.
Pedal, pedal.
Nicely controlled. I still feel a bit rushed.
Yeah, it was rushed.
Well, we're going to give ourselves some more space on this circuit, okay? So, taking your time, forgetting about everything. Our temperature pressures are on the green. Fuel, we've got 11 gallons with loads, ready to go into transition, okay?
Baseline.
Perfect. Lovely.
Right pedal. Stay on the line.
Para media 1 Golf
And
Juliet,
forward
we
a
are
little bit more.
November, proceeding to the circuit. Any traffic in the circuit?
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray taking off runway 05.
Copy. Helicopter Para media 1 Golf Juliet, we are going left downwind runway 05.
45 knots, good.
Give
Comes
it a
back
blow.
a little bit. Bit too much.
Bit too much.
I think you're looking inside, look outside. Okay? Because those, they're fucking full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we just went, where?
Straight
Now
up.
we're bringing back up our speed. And the problem is now, we're 250 feet, 50 knots. Do you remember the death curve?
Yeah.
You're putting yourself in that position because we've not got our height, which is our friend. Now we're out of it because of your speed.
Right.
But that's the problem, you're doing a wobbly up.
So we need to go up and fast.
No, you just needed to come back gently
Right.
and select the 60 knots. You brought the nose up too much, so we then went, whoa, and then you put it forward, and we've done a little, sort of like a step almost.
Right, got you.
Ow.
So are you happy
Para media 1 Golf
for us to
Juliet,
keep
turning
on the
left,
right hand side of the motorway?
Yeah, at the moment. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yep. I would need to practice a bit more anyways. It's a really tricky exercise circuit, really. Right, so,
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray crosswind.
good man. Oko, let's go, let's go.
Oscar Tango X-ray.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah, it is weird.
I know. Because when you know it, you go AB, Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it's mixing them all up.
Yeah.
And wait till you get used to this one, and you jump in another helicopter, you go, fucking Oscar, oh fuck's sake,
Fuck's
Delta,
sake.
fucking cunt!
Yeah. Weird. It's just something as simple as that.
So, there's a Panamedian in the circuit, we'll start to turn downwind.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray downwind. During the turn, did you clock that?
I'm enjoying it all though.
Turning final, runway 05, Pana media.
So he's
Golf
turning
Juliet.
final,
Oh,
he's
there he
see him
is.
over there,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
super low, so he's no confliction. So that's lovely. We're going to go to the, I think we're going to go to the third bridge,
Okay.
okay? I went to see the dinosaur thing with my son. It's quite cool actually.
Where's that?
Oh, and the big car park thing over there,
Oh, right.
where the
yeah.
tents are, they've got a dinosaur exhibition. It's quite cool actually. And a life-size T-Rex moving, like moving its head
What,
and
like
shit.
is it a
Animatronics thing,
Right,
like a static display, but it was quite cool actually. Fucking something to do.
yeah.
Now we've gone up a little bit, so
Yeah.
let's just ease ourselves
Pana
down
media 1 Golf
to
Juliet.
1,000, okay? And that'll help us because we're already at 1,200 as we're turning. So we'll just keep going past the third bridge, maybe even up towards the fourth. I don't mind. I want to give yourself some time to deal with this. I'm feeling that we're constantly rushed as we're turning around. We don't have the right space. Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray, left base.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray left base. Yeah, we're approaching 1,000.
Okay, lovely. Okay, car peak can go on.
RP on. That speed up.
It's fine, 70.
Yeah.
I think we've got a nice height. You're at 900, so we're already 100 feet lower than we were when we started. So raise your collective up so we don't go any lower now, because we're over a built-up area.
Yep.
We've obviously got fields here, and we've got a much better amount of space to
Yeah.
deal with, get to our 05.
Yeah, it feels a lot nicer already.
Oh, you've already got time, haven't we?
Yeah.
Much better. Okay, so now you can start a gentle turn onto it and bring yourself back to 60.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray final.
Perfect. Now I feel so comfortable, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's much better.
Okay, so we'll just hold it a little bit longer. We got 60 knots. It's about there, isn't it? So it's about, well, top of the GPS.
Yeah.
Let's start to descend. Keep the 0 in the same place all the way down, okay? Right. Nose back a little bit, because you're going to go up with your speed. I can feel it.
Runway 05.
Okay, so there's 600 feet, okay?
Yeah, 60.
Now start bleeding that back to the 50 knots as you do so. Yep, and then lower the collector to compensate a little bit. You're keeping that 0 in the same place. Now you're not doing anything, so it's the right sort of approach. Do you feel it? You're not needing to do anything?
Nothing at all at the minute.
Okay, that's 500 feet. A little bit of collective comes in now. Good. Now keep that speed coming back to 40 now, a little bit. Okay, now forget the carpet in, pardon. Forget looking inside now. You're just concentrating on your 0. You want to aim till you get right over the top of it.
I feel like we still don't have to do anything just yet.
No, it's because you've got a nice angle all the way down. Now a little bit collective, forward with the cyclic. Keep us going that way.
All right.
Now what you're doing now is you're practically got your collective up. Keep the speed coming back a little bit of a flare. Now you're going to come into the ground cushion now. Okay, you're now swapping transitional lift and you're letting the ground cushion to start to build up. Good, keep the collective coming up, keep it coming up, keep it coming up, keep it coming up, keep it coming up. There's the ground cushion building.
That pedal coming in.
Lovely. Much better transition. Yeah?
Yeah.
Much smoother, much nicer. Okay, lovely. T's and P's are all in the green.
Yeah.
Fuel's grand. Whenever you're ready, we'll do a transition.
Okay. Starting the transition.
Forward a little bit. Don't let it go up too much. That's it. 30 knots. Forward a little bit more.
All right.
Okay, now you're coming up to 45. Don't look inside. Little touch back with a cyclic. That's it. That's all you need. There. No more than that. And then you raise your power.
Started off nice and then got a bit messy.
No, I wouldn't go as far as to use the harsh the word messy. It was just a little bit, but it was much better than the one before.
Yeah.
So now you're at 60 knots. We can do an auto now down to the ground, so we are all safe.
Got you.
Okay, Tango X-ray, upwind runway 05.
Getting there.
Yeah, it does take practice, though.
Yeah. That giving ourselves a lot more space to come in now.
That's much easier. They were so much tougher. Yeah. So otherwise, you're just like, oh my god, the zero's there. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, yeah. Weird how the ground cushion affects you that high as well. I don't think I've experienced it that.
Diameters of the blades.
Right.
It was 33 feet.
Right.
So it's quite high.
Yeah, yeah.
Short final, runway 05, Panamera 1 Golf Juliet.
Lovely.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray crosswind.
But he said short final, so we know his position.
Yep.
So unless we're totally mistaken, he is at Sierra 3 now, so we've got no conflictions in the circuit, so we're under no drama. Is he taking off again? No, I don't think so. He seems to have stopped. So I don't think there's anyone else in the circuit bar. Me and you. Fucking love it when a plan comes together.
Have you ever flown fixed wing?
I did a license when I was 7.
Just one lesson?
Yeah, when I was 7.
Okay.
I'd like to do my license.
Would you?
But yeah, I would, because it's something I can see. I wouldn't mind, if I was rich, I wouldn't mind having an airplane that I could pop back to the UK whenever I wanted to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't do that in a heli, that's not what it's for. But flying around the island, I don't get it.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray downwind.
I don't get flying around the island, and it's fucking boring.
Yeah, no, that'd be boring. In a helicopter.
But getting a decent plane that takes 4 hours, 5 hours there, and it's not so much money, and you just pop back whenever you want. Yeah, I like that. That sounds good.
Yeah, what sort of, you'd have to get a decent sized helicopter.
You'd have to, well,
a decent sized plane.
Oh, you'd have to have something half decent, but they do. That's the thing with planes. They do.
Runway vacated, Panamera 1
In the UK, to the UK in a 44, it's 8 hours in a 44.
And not on one tank of petrol.
No, you have to stop 2. You have to take like a day and a half.
Wow.
So if you're thinking you need to double, you want to get that down to, you've got to do something 200, 250 knots.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of planes that do that sort of speed, so...
You couldn't do a single piston thing, could you?
Well, a lot of them have got quite large tanks.
Right, okay.
So they probably could do like 5 or 6 hours endurance. The problem with, do you know what Schengen is?
No.
Schengen is a group of countries that,
Oh,
that
yeah, on the
you
airlaw
could you could just you could just go to without needing to do anything. England's not in Schengen,
Really?
so we have to go and land somewhere at customs airport before we can leave here.
Oh, really?
You can go from Palma International because it's an international airport,
Yeah.
but you have to go to a customs airport in France, so you have to land somewhere, which is a bit of a cut.
So just dropping the collective slightly. Just...
Fine, as you draw the collective, car peak goes on. Everything within we're below 18 inches, car peak's on.
Okay.
Okay. You've got a nice amount of space. You can start to turn in. Oscar Tango X-ray, left base.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray, left base.
Good, got a nice amount of height. Where would we go to in an emergency? We'd get to those fields, so we're safe. Lovely, don't go too low now, keep your height now as you turn, and we'll want to keep that height just as we get back in. Again, if you're too low, you're going to end up with a concrete factory. Okay, start to turn.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray, final.
Nice turn as well, by the way, they're getting better, you're not descending or climbing.
Keep that speed, 60
Yeah.
knots, approaching 600.
Perfect, so we're in a nice position. So, let's just hold that height for a little bit, because we don't want to go down too much too quickly. Okay, so you're starting to go down, there's 500 feet, let's bring it back to 50.
Bring it back to 50.
Okay, collective goes down to compensate for the speed going back.
Right pedal.
Yep, and keep that speed coming back. Don't be shy a little bit. 50, you're at 55, even it makes a difference.
Okay, approaching 50.
Okay, now keep your angle all the way down.
Yeah. Go right, a bit more right pedal.
Car peak can go back in when you've got a moment.
Car piece.
Perfect.
And approaching 440.
Lovely. So keep that speed bleeding off. You're
Yeah.
45 now and you're getting towards 300. So you're a little bit over it now. Do you see what I mean? It makes all that difference in the world.
Yeah.
Right, so there's 300 feet, 40 knots, but you're about there. Now just concentrate on your zero. Forget everything else.
Yeah.
The ground shouldn't be rushing past you. It should be at a nice walking pace.
And
Lovely.
going forward.
Yeah.
Collective coming slightly up.
So we've ended up coming a little bit
It's
of a
short,
taxi
yeah.
in, but it's fine. It's just to acknowledge it.
Transition
Good,
coming in, that's
yeah.
coming up.
Beautiful. Eyes outside, into the hover. Lovely, very nice. And we're going to go down to a landing for shits and giggles.
Okay, ready for a land. To the hover. Collective going down slightly. Not too much. Ground pushing. Get level.
A decent landing. Good, don't dump it. Gently down,
Gently.
okay? Nice. Any questions or how you feeling?
No, just need to
Practice it a little bit. Follow me through. We're going to do a very quick transition. We're going to do a little thing. I'm going to try to do an approach to the 2 just to show you a little bit of what I'm aiming for, okay? And let's see if we can work it together, okay?
Yep.
You take control. Take us up to the hover, please.
Right.
Lovely. Everything's in the green. Let's do a transition forward. Do a more aggressive one. So nose forward, a bit more than that. Okay, good. Hold it now. Don't let the height change. Keep it going forward. Keep it going forward. Keep it going forward. That's a relatively aggressive one.
Feels like you're going to
Yeah,
smash into
but then it comes straight back up as you get that, okay? All right, follow me through. Just going to get some height. We're going to try and simulate a little bit what I'm really, really aiming for. If I can do it in this space, let's see. Okay, 300 feet, 30 knots. Right, so I'm aiming for the 3.
Okay.
That feels like a relatively nice, a little bit low. Want to be a bit about there, I think, okay? So take note of the reference. The numbers are in between the compass and the GPS, okay? Okay, 300 feet. I'm just going to bring it back to 30 knots. I'm still flying. We're still flying 300 feet, 30 knots. Now I'm just concentrating on the 3. A little bit of collective forwards, a little bit of collective forwards, a little bit of collective. So I've just built up the collective, and there, at any time now, I could just follow through with an auto.
Yeah.
A little just tweak of the speed off, waiting for the ground cushion now to build.
Yeah, there.
Power comes in, power comes in, power comes in, over where I'm looking to go.
Yeah, no.
You see a little bit of the difference, just a tiny bit of what, just a little tweaks, but it makes a difference. Right, do you want to take control?
Okay.
We'll do a transition. You got it?
Yeah, got
okay,
it.
let's go.
And walking.
And that's transition lift already,
Yeah.
because there's a bit of wind. Lovely. Up it comes. One movement back. Hold it there. Perfect. You see how we're getting away from the ground?
Yeah.
Anytime you've got 55, 60 knots, we're at the rotational speed, so you would just follow through if you had a problem.
Good.
And that's why you're out of that curve.
Yeah. Straight away.
Yeah. That's in one essence. We all accept in helicopter flying, there are moments when you're doing a vertical takeoff, when you're at the top of the vertical takeoff, you're pretty fucked. But we accept that we're just cool.
Yeah.
So we have to do that. So there are moments we try to, which is why everyone says, why do you choose the runway? We use that to reduce risk.
Got you.
But when you're in a field or landing and there's a building there in front of you, you have to go up. You do your checks. It's very unlikely the engine's going to completely stop right at the top of that moment before you get out.
Yeah, you smashed it.
Oscar Tango X-ray, crosswind please.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray crosswind.
Fucking lovely.
It does gain height quite quickly, like surprisingly quickly.
It does.
Rate of climb.
It does. But you've got to get the parameters right.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because when you do that little nudge back, you know, if you've got the speed, you just go boom.
Yeah.
Pop.
And if you then, if you get that 45 and then you bring up the collective up to power, you get 300 feet quickly, and all of a sudden height is your friend. You're safe. You've got options, and options are what we are looking for.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray downwind. Quite gusty it feels.
A little bit. The wind has picked up some. Tomorrow looks shit.
Tomorrow does.
Yeah.
What, you know, with flying, does Mallorca have a bit of a shit couple of months now, or does it get really nice in December?
No, December, January can be lovely.
Really?
Yeah. December normally is really, really nice.
Really?
Yeah, normally really sunny, really, the ocean, the sea's like a complete pond. It's really nice normally.
Wow.
It's normally now, and then I'd say February, March, normally the coldest, shittiest months really.
Happy on that, I just lowered the collective slightly just to...
Whenever you're happy to, we don't normally go that far in a circuit, so whenever you get more experience and happy to, we can start to cut it.
Okay, I'm going to cut it now then.
Okay?
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray, left base.
Nice. So we're going to do this in a normal one,
Yep.
and the next approach we're going to do a really steep one,
Okay, cool.
and start to give you the parameters of what you can do.
Yep.
Very important that you come back to 60
Okay.
as you come in. That just gains you that little bit of time to make decisions.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray final.
I feel in a very good position.
Yeah.
700 feet, 60 knots. You're descending now.
Carpeet's in.
Yeah. Carpet's off. Out. Oh, you put it back in bed.
I
Touch early. 300 feet, but it's fine.
That bit too
So
early.
600 feet, 60 knots. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Let's keep that speed coming back to 50.
Yeah.
Okay, because that goes down super quick and that doesn't. All of a sudden, you're close to it because you've not brought the speed back. So don't be shy to get the speed back because you're going to pass through 500 feet, and you're still at 55. Do you see what I mean?
Yep.
By bringing that back, which I've helped you to do, you've caught it up. We've got time.
Got you.
It's weird, but it works.
Yeah, no, I've got 440. Look.
Good.
Right.
And now we need a bit of a bit of a collective to keep us going towards the zero. There's 300 feet, 30 knots. Now we don't give a shit about that. We're just looking at that outside. Carb beats in. Keep it going forward and down.
Try and bring it down.
Yeah,
Right
lovely.
on it.
Yeah. Good. A little bit high, I think, as well. So
Yeah,
it's starting to go down the screen. So just lower the collective. Don't be too shy. That's it. Back on target.
Yeah.
Now start to feed your collective in.
Yep.
Eyes outside. Don't focus on the zero too much. Looking at the horizon. Lovely. Nicely done. It's very easy to get transfixed on looking at the zero. Yeah, perfect. You've got to keep your peripheral vision outside and reference down. That was much better.
Yeah, much.
Take your time. Everything's in the green. Fuel's fine. We're going to go whenever you're ready.
So that's the walk. Don't off. A bit more aggressive.
Lovely.
Right, pedal a bit. In the middle.
45 knots. Lovely. Touching it back. That's it. No more than that. Lovely. Bring the collective up a little bit. So you're then really committing to getting your height.
Yeah, fast as possible.
Absolute. Now, feels super safe. I could do an auto from here. No fucking problem. Brilliant. There's parameters. So we're going to look at a steep approach.
Okay.
Your 660 knots can still apply, but we just have to really, you have to be much quicker on it because we're going to do weight later and then do it in a bit more of an aggressive way.
Mad like how quickly the pedals change, and the transition.
Yeah. Totally, because you've got so much dynamic shit going on.
So did you say that you've done a few trips before with to Andorra, and can you do that on one?
Just. As long as the wind's not in your face.
Got it. Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray crosswind. Yeah.
Let's see, Andorra. You're a bit funny with customs, you have to be ahead of your
Yeah, I
game.
bet.
Andorra is 175 nautical miles. So that's 1 hour 55. So if you say you're doing 100 knots, that's 1 hour 45. Probably 2 hours by the time you have to go around Barcelona a little bit and stuff.
Why, is that because of the restricted airspace?
Just, well, yeah, you just can't go over the top of El Prat. It's too busy. Yeah, 2 hours.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray downwind.
Not bad though, is it? 2 hours.
No, fuck it. And you know what? I was thinking about it. The convenience of doing it over that stupid drive from Barcelona to...
Yeah, it's a bit of a twat, isn't it?
Oh,
That?
mate,
Yeah.
it's a horrible drive as well. It's just boring. So where do you want the turn to take place for a...
We'll go to the second bridge because we got... No, we'll give you... we'll go to the third bridge so we're square so we can look at what we're doing.
Okay.
Two and a bit bridges.
Pull the carb here.
Yes, please. Oscar Tango X-ray, left base.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray left base.
Okay, let's turn in.
Turn it. But we don't want to be coming down as a normal approach. We want to try and
No,
keep
we're
the
going to leave it
altitude.
a bit later.
Okay.
And see if we can, it'll be more of an aggressive thing. So as you're that's going to go further down because you're going to be closer, you'll have to be quicker, bring your speed off because you want to keep up.
Got you, yeah.
So it'll probably be about here, the position of the 05 numbers. Something like that.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray, final.
Perfect. Okay. Not so concerned about you getting more speed, it doesn't make much difference. Okay. Bring your speed back to 60 now.
Back to 60.
Okay, now we're a lot higher.
Yeah, a lot
okay,
higher.
alright, so let's start it now. So let's lower the collective.
Yeah.
Keep the position of the 0. It's really important you don't let the nose go forward. Don't get any more speed.
Okay.
Because you just go wild past it, okay?
Yep.
Right, 600 feet, 60 knots you've got.
RP going in.
Yeah, you put it in now. Now you're at 50 knots, you want to be at 500 feet. So you need to lower the collective a little bit more this time.
Okay.
Okay, so you're coming down to 40 knots, 400 feet. Okay, rate of descent at 900 feet, 800 feet, there we go. Now, collective comes in, now you start going back to where you were.
Yeah.
Now just finish it all off like you did, go into the 0.
Don't let the speed bring up. Let's go in. Right.
Good, keep your eyes outside.
Let's collective. Let's trans left pedal.
Lovely. So that was a steep approach.
Yeah, very steep.
Yeah.
And it felt faster as well.
I did, because you're all a bit rushed and all that sort of stuff. Good. Right, let's go.
Start the walk. Right. And stay on that white
There
line.
we go, lovely. Now nudge it forward, keep it
Bit
nudging forward
more.
in it, that's it.
Bit more, more. Collective all the way up. So we're on the white line. 45, slightly back.
Oh, lovely.
There we go.
Lovely. Now you've got your power as well already applied in there. Lovely.
Down that white line as well. Not wobbly. 55 knots.
Now we're getting there, eh?
When you just taught yourself through it.
Makes sense. Archie does the same thing. I was flying with him this morning. He's like,
Oh, look back here. All good, all good. Speed, speed, fuck's sake.
nice.
Yeah,
We're getting consistent.
that transition felt like the best one.
You're getting really consistent with them and you're starting to understand it and feel it now. And understand what the wobbles and the vibrations mean.
Yeah.
And what you have to do when you feel them. And you only get that from doing it.
Flying. Yeah, because we're nearly 1,000 feet before we've gone crosswind.
Exactly, but we're super safe.
Yeah.
Because height is absolutely our friend.
Yeah. Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray crosswind.
As you come out now, you can start to cut a little bit. We don't have to come completely regimented. So as you come out, we can start to cross a little bit. So we're sort of doing a oval as opposed to 90 degrees across. You don't need to come out here to turn.
Yeah, okay.
So as you come out over the field, around here, don't go to the end of Alcampo, track around the motorway. It
Okay.
doesn't have to be as procedural, but you just got to get the grip of it.
Yeah. Nope.
Field, 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 field. Little
Yeah.
small patch of field. Then we're into being able to get to those fields, so we're all super good.
Yeah.
It just feels a bit more natural as well, doesn't it, to come around that way?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does feel like you're doing a fucking box all the time.
Yeah, which you don't need to do, but you need to get the hang of the whole thing.
Okay, 1,000 feet. Try and cruise 70. Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray downwind.
We're going to do a shallow approach.
Shallow.
So we're going to go a little about where you've been, and we're going to start a bit earlier.
Yeah.
And we're going to come down. We're going to hold a position, but the position will be somewhere right there,
Right.
a little bit higher than normal, and just see what that's like. Okay.
Same second bridge in a bit.
I think so, to give yourself some space so we're coming earlier. But as you come round, if you want to, you can descend a little bit more as you come round.
Okay, pulling carpet.
Lovely.
Bring it back to 70 knots. Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray, left base. Don't want to go really too much lower than that at the minute, do it?
No, exactly, because again, shallow approach,
Shallow.
but safety, safety,
Yeah,
safety.
safety.
Once you get to there, we can start to descend a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
You're already lower than you are normally anyway.
Yeah, exactly. A lot lower.
Realistically now, we'd struggle to get to there. I'm not
would
bothered. Yeah, I'd say so. This thing falls quite aggressively, especially when you turn it into the wind.
Okay. We're at 6, so we're a lot lower than we...
Yeah, that's fine. So just keep doing that all the way now. Your numbers are going to naturally...
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray, final.
Your numbers are naturally going to be higher up the screen.
Try and keep speed on.
Hopefully.
Because if we go
Gives you 60.
if we go to 50 now, we're going to end up in a cement factory, aren't we?
Yeah.
This below shallow.
This is about shallow. A lot of people end up tending to do this, but from a safety point of view, you can see now start to take some speed away.
Yeah.
As you can see, any alteration now, we are going in there,
Correct.
which is not an awesome option.
No.
Copy in,
Going in.
and you'll find if you're really shallow, which is, I've just lowered the collective because that's what a shallow approach would be like that, you can actually overpower because you have to flare at the end.
Right.
You'll have a look at it in a minute, you'll see it in a second.
So we're still aiming for the 0.
Aiming for the 0, this is really super shallow. So now we're at risk, now we're back in the airport, we're at 50 knots, we're at 100 feet over the ground, it would be hard to remove the speed in an engine failure.
Right. Going.
Beautiful, lovely. All right,
Yeah.
we'll go and do one more. We'll just do a normal one. Let's see how it goes.
Okay.
It's all yours. I'm not going to say anything. Let that go up a little bit high.
Yeah. And we're in the red on the power.
You were, but that's only because you went up too high and then nudged it forward too much.
Right.
Don't be paranoid about the ground though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think you're a little bit paranoid about it,
yeah.
but let's look at it. Why? When we come back down, we'll just do a little bit of work of why and what happens.
Feels like you're gonna... I know we've gone over this a load of times, but it just feels like, even though you've got the collective fully up and you're tipping forward, feels like the speed doesn't increase fast enough to keep you off the ground, if that makes sense.
We'll have a little look at it when we come back round. So you can start to drift round now.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray, crosswind.
Good, and then head around that way. Again, field, 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 field. No drama. And again, you just keep it coming round. Basically following that.
Yeah. Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray downwind.
Beautiful.
And we're at 1,000. Going up to 70 now.
Everyone's got a frickin' swimming pool.
Yeah.
You got a pool.
No, like a little plunge pool. You got a
You
pool?
like where you live? Yeah, I do. You like where you live?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Is it rented or bought?
Rented.
Would you buy?
I think I would, but I feel like the price difference over here between nice and shit is fucking worlds apart. I think you're either paying like, you're either in the middle of the island and paying quite affordable, or you're paying for your teeth to be where we are, or you're paying 50,000 to have it going out. Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray left base.
Well, there's a loss of perspective here. Like, you say like I'm buying a house, yeah, it's 1.3. Yeah, that's 1.3 million.
Yeah.
That's a fucking shitload of money.
Yeah.
But 1.3 is batted around like we're going out and buying a fucking hamburger.
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
But it's 1.3 million. I've got so if, in the world of mortgages, 4 times my salary. Well, that doesn't. I don't earn 300 grand a year. How does that work? Doesn't make any sense.
But what I think is mad over here as well, they've got so many hotels that are like studios where they've just got rid of the balcony and turned it into a one bed.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like 50,000 euros, 60,000 euros. And you think, what the fuck?
Yeah. Right, that looks very nice for an approach, I must say. So just a normal approach, bring it in. Let's just see if we can get this absolutely nailed down, okay? And the speed is the key. Keep that 60 back so you've got that time. I feel very comfortable. I feel we've got lots of time. I feel very nice.
Helicopter Oscar Tango X-ray final.
Yeah, good. 60 knots. Looking at the 0. Looking nice. There's your 600 feet coming in now-ish. So you want to start to lower it down and bring it back.
Yeah.
That feels like a really nice approach. You're not really doing anything, are you? Too much, to be fair?
No.
So it feels good. Now just a little bit of speed back. Keep that coming down as you get towards your 50, your 500 feet 50. There we go. Again, you're not doing anything there.
No.
You're just gliding it down.
Bit fast.
Carpy in.
Copy in.
As you haven't really touched anything, but it's just naturally coming off.
And
Yeah,
bring it
there we
back a
go.
bit more.
Little touch of collective now. Keep you going still forward. Lovely. 300 feet, 40 knots, but that's fine with the wind.
Back outside.
Yeah, and just focusing in on our 0.
On 0. That's coming up slightly.
Lovely.
Forward. Too much right pedal. Let's going back.
Perfect. Looking really nice. And just following it all through. Really nice.
So what? Taxi to.
So you're just a little bit quick, so you're going to have to flare it off. And as you flare it off, you'll just look at your power might just creep up. It'll just go up to 24, 25.
Yeah.
And that's because you had to flare. Just take that speed off at the end.
Right, okay.
And then because you flared, you pushed the ground cushion away.
Away.
And that was that little bit, yeah?
Right, got you.
Right, I've got control for a second. Let's just see if we can kick the shit out of I'm scared the fuck of the ground. Right?
Yeah.
So what do you feel like? You feel like you're going to hit the ground?
So if.
You got to, do you want to take control?
Yeah, I've got control.
You got control?
So we're getting ready. Start taxiing, fine. But then it feels, see that dip?
So raise the collector up, which is what you're supposed to do.
Got
So,
control.
yeah, I've got control. So it should be,
That
okay.
dip feels like it's not going to stop.
and it should be, but that's what you're a little too weak of. So it should be, okay, nose forward. We know it's going to dip. A little bit of collective.
Yeah.
Forward. And then play on the collective.
Right.
Then that feels solid
See,
to me.
that's solid now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, I don't know what Philip briefed you on or didn't, or what, but it should be nose forward, slight dip, touch collective up, maintain altitude. Okay, you want to take control and try it?
Yeah, I've got control.
You've got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so nose forward, wait for the dip, touch a collective, right, and forward now, and just play on that.
There we go.
Now keep it going forward, keep it going
Now,
forward. Now it's too much,
now
that's too much.
Right, okay.
That was too aggressive.
Right, okay.
So we take that back again.
Yeah.
Right, you got control.
I've got control.
Okay, let's try and follow it through a little bit, okay?
Line up with the lines.
Yeah. Okay, so touch lower, a little bit high. Okay, you've got it. Okay. So just wait, let's get ourselves set a little bit because they're a little bit too high there. Okay, right. Okay, go for it whenever you're ready, okay?
Okay.
So a little bit forward, a little bit forward, As soon as it dips down, which is not forward, forward, forward.
Okay, that feels better now that we've
Okay.
got the altitude.
Let's just try that again because it's for some reason we didn't get the dip, and I don't know if it's because of the wind had picked up a little bit, but let's go a little bit lower. Right, okay, let's get ourselves in a proper hover. You got control?
I've got control.
Okay, so nose, this is the proper hover height.
Okay.
Nose forward.
Nose forward.
Little dip's going to come in now. You just raised the collector perfectly, right? Forward, right, and now let it build, and then forward.
Right, that'll see there.
Now that's a bit too much, so we needed a bit of patience.
Right, okay.
So, follow me through. Let's
Following
just look
you.
at it again.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to do it ever so gently. Nose goes forward. A little bit of collective. Hold it, hold it. Now I'm going to let it build. I'm not going to go any more aggressive than that.
Right.
I don't need to. Okay, there's 35 knots. Quickly check up, and up we go. Do you see what I mean? I didn't need to be so aggressive.
Yeah, yeah. Got it.
All right, you want to take it?
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay. So, let's go. So, nose forward.
Forward.
A little bit of collective to stop it dipping. And just play on the altitude. Now, forward, forward, forward with nose. Just that's it. There we go. Forward a little bit more. There we go. I don't feel out of control at all. There's your
Yeah,
speed
yeah,
building up.
yeah.
And out you would go.
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll just flare that out.
Got it.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Bit better?
Yeah. Just, I think
I
I'm trying
understand
to-
what you mean.
Yeah.
Because it feels when you're there and you're like, okay, right, okay, you're going, fucking hell,
Yeah,
we're
so
going to
you're
fucking
fucking
smash it. But it's all about how patient you are.
Yeah.
And if it's too aggressive, you will have that feeling because it feels aggressive.
Yeah.
And inevitably, you end up overpowering.
Yeah.
And you can see it by the power if it's too aggressive. Because if you do, you're at 23, 24. As soon as you do that, you end up having to raise the collective up, going up to 26, 27, and you overpower it.
Well, I think that's what it is, not going too aggressive.
100%.
Just going
But as soon as it dips, a little bit of collective, and then just keep the altitude. But it's important you don't want to be, what we were saying before, you were sort of doing that to compensate because you weren't happy. That's quite a long way to fall for an engine
Yeah.
failure. It's only 3 meters, but fuck me,
Oh,
3
feel
meters
it,
with
yeah.
a 600 kilos of weight around you
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
helicopter. It's quite a long way, isn't it?
And I was scared of sort of pulling it back too soon because then you do the fucking...
Yeah, you do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's almost the step wave type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Do you want to take control and then we'll taxi
Yeah, I've
back?
got
Okay,
control.
you got it.
Yeah,
Good. That's good exercise.
brilliant.
Let's go Tango X-ray vacating 01 taxi to loop. I think there's every time I fly with you, there's proper learning going on, but it's
Yeah.
quite nice. You just go that way. As you grow into it, low fuel lights on as well. As you grow into it, you'll learn that you can go more aggressively.
What pad do you want it on?
Anyone's going to go, you can stick on that one, or you want to go back and hang it out. You will learn that you can be more aggressive, but it takes some time to get used to it.
Yeah.
And then you'll learn where your limits are as well. Lovely landing, and then that's it, all the way down, close, don't dump it, just in case. Nice, that was
a
good.
Better line. Bring it up to 75.
Time operations, helicopter Oscar Echo, X-ray Tango, X-ray.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that one.
Time operations, helicopter Oscar Echo, X-ray Tango, X-ray.
Echo Airline Tango Airline, Palm operation, please go ahead.
Time operations, can you close my flight plan, please? Helicopter Oscar Echo, X-ray Tango, X-ray.
Echo Airline Tango Airline, we close your flight plan 1322, thank you.
Thank you very much, Oscar Tango, X-ray.
Hola Jaime, ¿qué tal?
Steward, ¿cómo va todo? ¿Bien?
La hostia, como siempre, ¿y tú?
Sí, pasando el día.
Hasta luego. Right, I'm going to grab the wheels.
Alright, mate.